Welcome back to Timberborn. Today, we say thank you to Mod Hunter for free camo mode. I think I knew this was in here, but I've activated it. So yes, every day, every morning, I come in and I turn off sky, the toggle the fog, the sky fog. But now we'll also do the free camera mode because I mean that now we can zoom out so much farther. And when we were building things from way far away, it's just going to be so much easier. So thank you, Mod Hunter, for commenting every single video. I believe, if you go scroll through, has comments from Mod Hunter and several of you. I'm just pointing him out or him or her out because we used the camera. Anyway, things are being built fairly quickly. Several comments about how we're doing this and how it's terrible, and don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's going to get built. You can build from above, you can build from below, you can walk, you can do tubes. There's like 1,000 ways we could have built this. We are going to do some modifications. These sluices, we're saying in the comments, actually I think it's Mod Hunter again, was saying in the comments that these sluices are going to get the good water, if I can scroll in here, from the water sources and then open, because the water will be clean, and suck down all the bad water. This is after a bad tide has happened. Then close. And then that water will shoot out again, the bad water, because all the sluices closed instantly. And then the clean water will be there, and then it's just going to be a back and forth thing. So I'll probably set these to close all the time. Close. And then, wow, I think that actually affected things. We will put sluices. Maybe we put them up here. We'll put them somewhere in order to allow the good water to come back. Let's think. How? Where? Well, maybe. I mean, it can go anywhere, right? It could go almost anywhere. But I'm thinking we'll let them build more, and we'll find out. Anyway, taking a peek, we've got only 21 logs, which is not the most logs. Food-wise, we're doing okay. Water, excellent. And it's day 12 of cycle 28, so it probably will end up having some kind of drought or something soon, which you want to be careful of a little bit. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. Special thank you to the members. We've got an excellent member series going on a completely different map. We built a huge one of these where it goes way up into the sky to turn off a to build a bad water rig, except it's not called a bad water rig inside of Iron Teeth. Discharge, the bad water discharge. So that was kind of neat. Kind of a waste of time, but fun nonetheless. And we're tunneling a lot in that series just because of the way the map is. It's a lot easier. Tunneling in here is difficult just because there's nowhere to really go. So sluices, where can we get old? I mean, we could open this back. Like we could do them here, right? Let's do this. Here's what I'm thinking. We put sluices here. Then we can control the depth also, right? I don't know if the water is going to... It should fall backwards because it's lower technically than behind it. And so this will be closed when the contamination is above 5%, which is at 4% now because this lake is always contaminated. And then we'll close it also when the depth is at like 10.5 or 10.8. Actually, I don't mind 10.5. It doesn't matter. I just want them to close in case it's not flowing the other direction, right? And then this lake over here is still filling. Our contamination's at 5, so I'm going to say close when above contamination 5. Just like normal. And we're going to, hopefully this continues to fill. And we can turn these farms back on and get to going again. It is going to be a process. But this lake is going to be... Can we reach here? Is it sucking the bad water? Not yet. But I want to get the bad water out of this thing. Maybe we do a mechanical dump at some point to try to get that to work. Man, this thing's coming along. Anyway, I don't want to watch it the whole time. But we do want to watch it sometimes. Why? Oh, this is regular. Okay. And this lake... Nothing we can do about the contamination in this lake yet. But we'll work on it. All we need to is somehow. That's what we need, is to do this somehow. Actually, while this is messed up, let's put this in. How much metal do we have? 78's not enough. And we can come over here and build a mechanical pump. Two. What am I doing? Oh my word! We don't need all this. We're not gonna be able to build any of this anyway. Okay, so then we'll get it over to here. And if we could put a mechanical pump here somewhere and just pump out the bad water, maybe? So we would put in a tube station like this. Maybe chop down trees. We could always use trees anyway. Okay, this is future stuff, but at least it'll be here, ready and waiting for us. But what I was thinking is we can put a lumberjack flag here. We'll mark this for cutting. Does this tell me how far a lumberjack will be? Yeah, cool. Cut to trees all the way to here. Great. Okay, that's way into the future, but here nonetheless. And I think we can start putting these beavers to work. They'll take the underground tunnel, which is awesome. If you haven't seen it before, here it is. It's not built yet. So we might want to build it. Now that we have reason to. It almost can get in there and get the other thing done. But man, it's nice that the water's turning blue. It's not going to last. It's going to be day 15, cycle 28. Bad tide or drought. Imminent. Is that a word? I think so. Isn't it imminent? Maybe not imminent. Anyway, about to happen. We do have contaminated beavers, by the way, and that's a result of going into this water. You know, one of the bad decisions I've made going into this water. But still pretty cool. Pretty cool. They're getting so much done. So much done. Just building after building. Building after building and logs and all that crazy shenanigans. We just can't keep up with the logs. And by the way, bad tide or drought is perfect. I'm glad it's a drought and not a bad tide, honestly. We would have to cut off that tube, get everybody out of the water, tell them to stop working, get them out of the water, and I'll fix that. It would have been a mess, a giant mess. I guess these blueberries used to be what we were planting. Let's get more soybeans out here. Because I'm fairly certain we can use them. I don't think they can go that far, no, but it's good to have it anyway. Oh, we don't have an aquatic building, do we? Well, we're going to want it because we're getting close. It's not an aquatic building. It is a forester. We don't have one of those, right? Okay. Oh, the place where we want to put it is occupado. Let's get rid of these resources real quick. Make that a priority before the sun rises so they know that's what they're working on in the morning. And I think we could probably plant mangroves already. Oh, and then we need a mangrove. We have to get a mangrove, what are those things called? The guys that pick the food. A gathering flag. Okay. So we'll get that done pretty quickly, I would imagine. These. Perfect. And then one of these. Perfect. And we're just going to go ahead and plant mangrove. This is not that much. I wonder how far, like if I built more dirt, you know, more everything. Let's see. We can leave a gap. No, we can actually just leave that gap. I don't know how far he can go. At least to there. Okay. At least to there. Okay, well, we'll let that... That's not happening for many, many moons, but soonish we'll get there. Is this the berry bush y'all have been talking about for 36 episodes? There we go. Gone. Okay. They are not doing TNT. It's just that everything, all their concentration is down below here because we're saying to get it done, which is fine. Every time we run out of metal though, which we haven't yet, they'll just end up fixing us all. Perfect. This is going to be a glorious thing when it is done. Anyway, keep it up. Keep up the good work, my friends. I guess they're never going to build this unless we tell them to, right? I do want to get mangroves in. Just do it. Look at all these berries. Man, if this wasn't so contaminated and gross, it would have been nice. But again, just to build basically another thing like that down below there would be insane. Nothing to do in range. Well, there will be, friend. You have to wait patiently. Just be patient. They're building this with logs and planks, of which we have a plenty. Well, not logs. We don't have a lot of planks or logs. We have lots of planks. Again, storage would be good. We just don't. We don't have the storage. Benny will be planting stuff. Look at this place. All the way down. It's getting low. This might be a good situation for a tunnel to fill this with good water. What I would like to do, though, is there any hope that we can build... Oh, don't hold W while you're pressing other buttons. Right here. Okay. How high is this gotta be? And then what, a 1? If we continue this, just to get across to the other side, and I know we don't have to do it this way, but it's fine, right? It's gonna be okay. Anyway, we go like this. And we build a bridge, an overhang, but make it as if it was a bridge, and go over here. We could go down to get rid of this bad water. Or might even tunnel again, quite honestly. But let's finish building it, then we can make those decisions. I think 3 here. And then what, a 1? I think so. Okay. Perfect. Let's add a path to this, and then we'll put stairs down. Oh. Actually, let's just connect this. Connect paths. Always connect paths. And then we'll stair down. So we're there. And we just have to figure out how do we want to do this. Why is there... Still. Oh, because this is a lumberjack flag. I didn't mean lumberjack, I meant food. 1,000 apologies. So when they build this, we'll have to figure out what we want to do. TNT would be good. It will get us down, but it won't get us down far enough. So maybe we go down from the other side. Oh yeah, we can do that fairly easily. It's just a matter of deciding how far down one wants to go, you know? Well, we go down to the bottom, honestly. In fact, I think it's exactly what we're going to do. Because it should be pretty straightforward. Okay, that's the bottom. Let's just make sure everything's all good here. We could tube along this. Might be better. Do we have a tube system? Not really. Yeah, we better. And yeah, I say we better because if we don't, they're going to be walking for a year. And if they're walking for a year, then we'll never get anything done. It's just that everything takes metal, which we have metal. It's not that big a deal. And a tube is 1 metal. 1 metal and 2 planks. Planks have never been an issue. Look how far along this has gotten, though. I don't think we're going to get any stuck beavers down there. Nah. How could they? Great. Oh, stairs, yeah. Oh, wait, did we not... No, we did set priority on the stairs. It's just that everything else is also a priority. Yeah. It's just going to be build order, basically. Okay. Great. Well, we have some plans. Some plans are being done. We will need to tie in this tube to get to here eventually. We'll do that next time. Unless I do something else. Until then, look at this. Free camera mode. I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.